Welcome to the Adaptive Minds Podcast. What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode of the Adaptive Minds Podcast. My name is Nick Boudreau, and today we are going to give a very, very needed update, and I'm with the one and only Shaenah Ramirez. What's going on, babe?
Hi, babe.
Now, this is definitely needed. Like I said, we have not given an update in over 4 months as to what has been going on in our lives. So, you want to start it off? What's new with you?
Well, I had a baby.
We had a baby. That is a huge update. Because I think last we talked, I think you were like 6 months pregnant.
It was in February.
Okay.
That was the last time I was on.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think I was...
We were still waiting. We didn't know what we were about to get into.
Well, I had 3 more months left, so yeah, I was 6 months.
We didn't know what we were about to get into.
No, we had no idea.
It's, jeez. So we had that. We had young baby. We'll dive into him in a second. I'm sure people know already if they listen, I graduated university, so that was cool. Mm-hmm. Finally done. Young baby was able to make it to the ceremony. How old was he? 10 days old? 12 days old?
He was 12 days old.
Yeah.
He went in his first limo at 12 days old.
That he did. I'm telling you guys, this kid's going to do big things.
He was safe. He was in a car seat, so people don't freak out.
No, he was good, and that was a lot of fun. And then the most recent update as of a month ago is we moved into a new apartment. Mm-hmm. And it's been awesome. It's just been me, you, and the baby.
Mm-hmm. Our little family.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's a lot more fun than I thought.
Yeah.
You know, like I look forward to coming home now. You know, but you stopped doing your little dinner menus, and that's been making me sad.
Oh yeah, actually, it's weird you say that because I just looked at the fridge and I'm like, I need to do this.
Yes, you do.
Then again, we need to go grocery shopping.
Yes, we do.
See adult stuff.
Yeah, shit, man. But it's kind of fun, right? Mm-hmm. Walking around, watering the aisles, wondering what the hell we're gonna do, what we're gonna cook. Mm-hmm. It's fun.
It's weird because that's like stuff we talked about like years ago. Mm-hmm. I can't wait to go grocery shopping. Now we're like, oh, we gotta go grocery shopping. Right?
Life comes full circle, I swear. It's a lot of fun, but so what do you want to talk about? Like, what do you want to dive into first?
Fabric?
Okay. So,
or do you want to go in like sections? I mean, I don't know, because we had him first, then we had your graduation, and then we moved here. So
let's talk about young baby.
Okay.
So, what happened?
Well, I was induced.
Yes.
So everybody knows. I actually, 34 weeks, came down with gestational hypertension, which is basically high blood pressure. And what actually sparked that, which is really weird, is you got me an Apple Watch for Christmas, and I was wearing it, and I was taking a nap, and while I was napping, it woke me up and told me that my heart rate was really high. And so I went downstairs and told my mom, and she's like, go check your blood pressure. And sure enough, my blood pressure was in like, I think it was like over 140 or 150 or something like that.
150 or something.
Yeah. And I called the hospital, and they sent me into, what is it called? OB-GYN, mm-hmm. And I actually had to be monitored for most of the night, and then I was diagnosed, and they took me out of work, and then from 34 weeks to 37 weeks, we waited and hoped that he could possibly come on his own.
But he didn't. But so 3 weeks early.
3 weeks early.
He was scheduled.
Mm-hmm. He was scheduled 3 weeks early. And the reason why they had him come early is because they were scared that I was going to come down with preeclampsia, which is beginning, or gestational hypertension can be beginning stages of preeclampsia. So they didn't want that. Right. So.
All new words to me. I had no idea what any of this stuff meant. Mm-hmm. We learned a lot.
And then I labored for 3 days. Mm-hmm. That was
3 long days.
Terrible.
Yeah.
Horrible. And then I pushed for 3 hours. Mm-hmm. And he was born.
And young baby's here.
And it was the best day of my life.
It was a very long process.
It was super long.
We were so amped. You're like, we're going to do Saturday, having a baby Saturday.
Well, because Saturday was it Cinco de Mayo?
The 5th.
We went in the 5th.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm going to have him within like the next 3 hours because my mom gave birth to all of us within 3 hours.
Spoiler alert, that turned out to be a lie.
Myth. They say that usually you follow your mom's births.
Yeah, that was not true.
No. That wasn't 3 hours. It was 3 days.
It was wild.
But shout out to all the wonderful nurses we had.
A few.
Some of the terrible ones.
Yeah. So you got to throw them in there too.
Shout out to Tina.
Tina.
She was my favorite. She is actually the one that helped me go through my epidural, and she brought me all the apple juice and ice that I wanted, and she was super sweet.
Yeah, she was awesome.
Yeah.
I think the nurse that helped us deliver too. She was good. Mm-hmm. Right.
Yeah, she was great too. That was weird. Actually, that's one thing that like freaked me out the most is that you literally don't have a doctor. You have like a midwife and nurses.
Well, some people have doctors, but we didn't.
But I heard that's really common. I mean, maybe it's just me because we have Kaiser, so maybe it's just me. But that like was weird. And then like you literally have like one nurse up until labor, and then out of nowhere,
what'd she say? She said
people like rush in.
How did I forget this? She was like, Mary, right? And then like a team of like NASCAR pit stop people just ran in with tables and things, and all of a sudden there's 15 people in the room.
Well, yeah,
and then
you're literally like I literally was just pushing with the nurse, right? And then all of a sudden,
you're pushing for so long.
Yeah,
so that's why.
And I was sleeping in between pushes because I was, my contractions weren't coming every 1 to 2 minutes. They were actually coming every 5 to like 8 minutes.
Yeah.
So I was actually sleeping in between my contractions because I was so exhaused.
Yeah, it was a very long process.
It was so long. Yeah, and then my epidural that failed.
Yeah.
Half of my body. So it felt good on one side.
And then we had to call them and they had to like give you a booster, right? And add you another pack or whatever.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep. Then he came, we had to call him back in, and he thought he fixed it, but he actually didn't.
Right.
It just was not working. So I still felt the whole birth process.
But
I didn't scream at all.
It was such a long process, but the end went by so fast.
Yeah.
Right?
It's like those last like I didn't even realize I had been pushing for 3 hours.
No one died. Hell no.
I thought it was literally 15 minutes.
Because we were so in the zone.
I was so in the zone.
Yeah.
I didn't even scream because I was like, we're getting this baby out.
Yeah. Well, because it was so long and we were both exhausted and sleeping in chairs and shitty fold-out beds, which I just don't understand. Why they know dads have to sleep there. Why do they not have something comfortable? Why? They know people have to use them.
So true.
Why would they do that?
Well, technically they did, but they had that one chair that made out into a bed.
That sucked.
I know.
It's not a
bed. But it's because we weren't supposed to stay there for, 3 or 4 days?
Either way.
We were supposed to go home the next day.
Still. I don't care if I want a fold-out bed.
It's not like
I want a real bed.
A Courtyard Marriott.
But why is it not? Because they know people have to sleep there. Why do they want the dads to wake up with fucked up necks? I was so stiff. Do you remember that?
I do. You actually weren't feeling very good in the hospital.
No. Hospitals freak me out.
Yeah, so that was really hard.
I'm just like, I guess a germ freak or something, but I just, ugh.
Well, it was also on top of finals.
Yeah.
So you had your computer. You were trying to study on top of us laboring, on top of me looking at you with these puppy dog eyes to save me from the contractions I was still feeling.
Like, suck it up. Suck it up.
No, you felt so bad. I remember looking at you with puppy dog eyes and you just being like, there's nothing I can do for you.
I'm helpless here, babe.
There's nothing I can do.
I can do nothing here.
No, that was but you, my mom, and my sister, so it was in the room.
Good team.
Good team. Yeah, that was a good team. Pretty emotional moment.
Very.
You don't like how I pictured it and what I felt was completely different.
Yeah.
Like I spent so many days, so many nights picturing what that moment was going to be like.
Mm-hmm.
And then when it happened, it's just a moment you can't even describe it until you become a parent, you know, until that baby's on your chest for the first time. It's going to make me cry.
Honey, our little man.
It's incredible. It's a crazy feeling.
It is.
It's overwhelming because you're like, oh my gosh, now I have this life that I have to take care of and protect. And from that moment on, it's like it just kicks in and it's natural. You're like, oh, I'm not ready for this. And then it's natural. It's been fine, right?
I hope. No.
He's still here.
He's still here. He's sleeping in the other room. That's why it's 11 o'clock at night and we're doing this.
Yeah.
Because we've learned very well to time things between his naps.
Yes.
You know.
Mm-hmm.
But young baby made his grand appearance.
He did.
Early, not too early, but pretty early morning.
And he was 5 pounds.
14
ounces and 19.5 inches long.
Young baby.
He was little. That was actually something I was really happy about too, was the fact that he was little, like still small, to enjoy that.
He was long though.
Yeah, to enjoy that newborn moment.
Yeah.
You know, those months just a little bit longer. Because he felt like a baby for so long. Yeah. I don't think it's been till like 3 months that we were like, whoa, he's grown.
Yeah. It goes so fast, you know.
It does. I felt like he was a newborn for 2 minutes.
I felt a little longer than 2 minutes, but you know, it just.
Well, for me, it was fast because it's like I had maternity leave for
a very long time.
8 weeks.
Yeah.
And then, so I had him for those 8 weeks. Maybe that's what it was. After those 8 weeks, you kind of took over because I had to go back to work full time. And I think that's where I felt like my time was like, oh, that's it. Now I just get him after work and then we're going to bed usually. So it's like my days just seem shorter with him. But luckily, I don't know if anybody knows, but I work from home. So I get to still see him and all throughout the day and love on him and kiss on him when I need
which
it.
has been huge.
You know, so
you literally get to see him all day, which is nice. Yeah. You know, he's never more than a doorway away.
Exactly.
You know, so.
It's like, I don't know if that's a blessing or a curse at the same time, because as he starts getting bigger.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah. Because right now it's nice because he's small and he's cute, you know. Doesn't do much.
But those squawks.
Yeah.
And screeches he's learning.
He's funny, man. That's who cracks me up. But do you think you've adjusted well to motherhood?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I love it.
Do you?
I want another one.
No, one day. Stop that.
You already know, though. I tell you that all the time.
I know. Just because he's so cute.
No, I do. I honestly feel like, you know, because there are some parents that, or some mothers, I should say, that feel like they aren't cut out for it. Some go through postpartum depression, which is something I was very scared for and very emotional about, because I know my mom had gone through it with me for the first time, and I was terrified that was going to happen to me, but it actually didn't. And you know, I think it helped that I was able to cuddle him and love on him. And
and you recovered pretty quick.
Yeah.
Right.
I think after 2 weeks I felt pretty back to myself.
Yeah.
For the most part. I mean, still pretty, you know, sore, and it's exhausting. Newborn is not easy. No. You know.
Oh my God. And you did, for the first weeks I was still in school, you did so much more than me.
Yeah, I did. You know, I took on a lot.
You took on almost everything.
Yeah, I did.
You know.
I did, but I think that that also helped me bond with him, and you know, something I was also scared for was, what if we didn't bond? And but he's mine.
Do you feel we had enough bonding time in the hospital?
No,
huh?
It was so rushed.
Way too rushed.
Like, that's what I felt like. It felt like within 45 minutes they were like trying to send us over to recovery, and within 10 minutes they had me up. My legs were still numb, and they were like pushing me to the bathroom, and like, you know.
Doctors coming in, weighing him, checking. So we didn't, you know.
I think he was literally on my chest for maybe 15 minutes after he was born, and then she was taking him and cleaning him up, and you know, he was a crybaby when he was born, though. Do you remember that? He just cried and cried and cried and cried. Yeah. He didn't even want to be like soothed.
No, but until he got his bath that was warm.
Yeah. Then he's like, oh wait, it's warm again.
Oh, yeah, baby. So damn cute. I can't handle him.
Yeah, I think I did adjust. I've definitely seen that you've bonded with him quite a
for
bit.
Sure. Yeah.
I think that's something you were actually scared for.
To bond with him?
Yeah, and I think you just were afraid you didn't know how to be a dad. It's our first, and you know,
lots to learn,
and we're young parents, and you know,
it was a surprise.
It was a complete surprise.
Adjusting to that.
Still shocking after like 9 months because we didn't know what happened or
how it happened,
or
when it happened. So sorry, dude.
Happened.
Can't tell you when or where.
But I think he was meant to be with us, and he's such a great addition. And
oh yeah,
I'm so excited to teach him new things.
I know.
He's already observing so much, and like he focuses in when you're like talking to him.
I love it. And
he literally like looks at you like, I know what you're saying. I'm not dumb.
Right. He's my little man, dude. We listen to music all day, right?
Yeah, he loves music.
He's just he's awesome, and he's special, I think.
Yeah.
You know.
I think he's gonna do big things in this world.
He better. He's got my shoes to fill.
So. I know.
He better start now and catch up to me. Yeah.
No, I think he is. I think he's definitely a gift. I think that he was meant to be with us.
Yeah.
And I don't know why so soon, because we planned on after you graduated.
Doing a lot.
You know, we wanted to go on some more cruises and see some more of the world. And then we wanted to get married because we're not married yet.
Right.
And, you know, we wanted to move out. And
we still hit our target with that, though.
Yeah.
You know, more time. Which is good. It just things are a little bit on hold now, but the way I think is like I'm so excited to take him places and do things. You know,
exactly the way I think. Like I think now about cruising, and I'm like I picture him now, and I'm like I want to show him, you know, things that we've seen or things that we still want to see, and you know, obviously that's not going to be till he's a bit older, but I mean we're planning on in a year after his first birthday. Taking him to Louisiana. Down
south, baby.
You know,
you gotta see his roots.
Go see his grandpa and
great grandpa. Right.
And uncle, great uncle, right?
Yeah. And all his cousins and this little boy better strap in. We got some stuff to do.
Yeah. So that'll be, I think, exciting but scary because it's gonna be his first plane ride. So I'm afraid for his ears.
Yeah.
But I was thinking about it today actually. Do you think it'd be best to do what's it called? Nighttime one? Like a
red eye?
Red eye? Do you think it might be better to do a red eye?
I don't know. Those people are going to hate us.
I know. Yeah, then I was thinking maybe not.
Remember that red eye we took and that baby was just screaming?
The whole time.
And I just had my headphones in.
Oh, gosh.
We're going to be those guys. We're going to be those parents. You know? Now I have sympathy for parents. Remember I talked about the people that had to leave the movie early? I'm like, oh, God. I know that pain, yo.
Well, first off, why would you even bring a baby to a movie? Is that common?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Most of the time they put earphones on them. Like, what's it called? The hell am I blanking?
Oh, my gosh. That reminds me of that guy at the concert.
Yeah. Young baby has done some stuff already. Let me tell you guys. He's been on two boats, one out in the lake, one out in the ocean. He's been in a limo, right? Mm-hmm. What else has he done? He's been to a concert.
Mm-hmm.
Dude.
Which we were not close.
We planned this out and people just don't have faith in us and we know what we're doing. You know, we sat so far away on purpose.
So far.
It was an outdoor venue. We knew, like...
Let me remind you, he slept the whole concert.
Yeah.
So, I goes to tell you, it was not very loud.
Yeah.
This guy wanted to make a comment to me as I was walking up the stairs, and I about lost it.
Yeah, she did.
I was furious. I think I saw red for like 2 minutes.
You're so angry.
I was so mad. You know?
Well, because you're just a dick about it, but nothing we could do.
Well, yeah,
we're going to get that.
He was just rude. You know, there's ways to go about things, and as new parents, we're still learning. And, you know, every mother and father has a way of doing their own thing with their child, and people are so quick to jump on people and say, you know, do it. I think
he was just jealous. He's like, this guy was like 70, finally seeing Credence, and this little 4-month-old shit, right?
Kind of fan. I think he was just a jerk.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, even his wife looked at him like, come on.
Yeah, like he's just that fucking guy.
Why'd you say that?
Just has to say shit. Always
You know,
those fucking
but
people.
no, he has done
A lot. And it's only just begun.
a lot, but that's exactly what I wanted. I wanted him to
Experience things
and be open to this world, even though it's so scary.
I know. It's just things are just crazy now.
You know,
But
it's always things that we feel comfortable doing and taking him on, and not something that we feel like is going to jeopardize him
Right.
or hurt him in any way.
yeah,
So it's always things that we make sure we think about and, you know, weigh our options first, and then we do it if we feel it's going to be okay for him.
yeah,
You know, that's how we have to look at things now.
very true.
You know, things that we would be more risky about. We can't do that with him.
Right.
But
It's okay. We never do anything too crazy anyway. You know.
nah.
We'll talk about that off the air. But
No, but it's been great. It really has been. I feel like I've kind of found my place in it, and being a mom is amazing. I highly
you've been doing a
recommend
very
it.
good. I mean, you've been super good job.
Yeah.
Like you do. I'll tell everyone. She does 90% of the work, guys. I just do the fun stuff. She all the laundry, all the bottles, all the cleaning. Like I just play with them during the day. You know.
No, but you do a lot. Like I try to come out and like help you, but sometimes I'm so busy, you know.
Right.
But I make sure his bottles are prepped, his formula's prepped, so all you gotta do is just
put
pour
them
it
in a little warmer. That's
warm
it.
it up, and
I literally you do 90%. Probably I'd say 95%. You bathe them and do everything.
oh, that's because you're not home though.
Yeah, but still.
And we try to do. I think
We
from
literally
the
work opposite
beginning,
schedules.
We do, yeah.
Opposite schedules. Complete opposite schedules.
During the week, yes.
Yeah.
It's hard. I don't get to fall asleep next to you.
No.
Only for a very short amount of time, because sometimes you're getting home at 3, 4 in the morning, and I'm getting up at 5, 6.
Yeah.
You know.
That's the hard part.
And then we do get to have dinners together
That's what's been nice.
most of the days, which I do like.
Yeah, I love that. I look forward to that. That's why I got a little upset. You heard in the beginning, where's my menu at? I want to know what's going on. I want to know what day we're having.
Don't start with me. I told you today I wanted to go to Trader Joe's. Shout out to Trader Joe's.
To TJ's. I know, doesn't see me.
Orange chicken spot.
It is good. There's another one too I like.
The beef and broccoli?
Yeah, for sure.
Teriyaki?
We should actually go shopping tomorrow. Oh.
I know.
Don't bum us out, guys. Don't bum us out.
I know.
So, do you have any new advice to someone who's just about to have a baby?
Yeah, there's a couple things. First thing is, half the stuff you get, you probably aren't going to use.
Oh my God, that's so true.
We've definitely,
We've gone through everything.
yeah, we've definitely,
Likes this, doesn't like this, you know.
yeah, we got this really cool swing that like I had to have. And it's like not a normal swing that like rocks back and forth. It just kind of moves up, down.
It's more of a sway.
Forward, backwards. And like originally I think it was like 200 something, right? I think it was like 250 or something.
Yeah, I want to say 250.
And we got it on sale while Babies R Us was going out of
Oh, you want to talk about that
business.
too? Go. We plan our entire baby shower, walk around 3 hours, beeping everything on the damn aisles, getting her registry ready. Oh yeah, we're going out of business. So
I was so mad.
this registry ain't invalid. I was like, what?
So mad. It's ridiculous.
Like-
So we bought a lot of our stuff,
Yeah.
main stuff. I mean, we got the crib like super early. We got the crib in November
Yeah, and it's born in May.
for Black Friday.
Yeah. And the mattress.
The mattress.
What else we get? We got that swing pretty early.
Yeah, we got the swing pretty early.
We had when did we get a stroller? That was more last minute, right?
Yeah, that was.
And the carrier and stuff.
That
But we knew the
pissed
carrier wanted.
my mom off so bad. She's like, stop buying things because I want to buy things.
Yeah. But your mom did an amazing job with the baby shower.
She did.
Yeah, that came out so good. We're going through some of the stuff today.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Made
and
me
even that,
sad.
like, it just went by so fast. You know,
It went like, that's another thing is like pregnancy for a first time mom feels like it goes so slow, but then like as you're waiting for him, it's like you think back and you're like, holy cow, where did those 9 months go?
yeah.
Like literally, like tomorrow, which is weird, is the day I found out I was pregnant. Tomorrow,
Yeah,
September 9th.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Took that first pregnancy test. I actually still have it in that drawer over there.
Yeah.
I do.
Oh.
It's kind of gross, guys, but I was going to
Firework?
I think so. Anyway, so I remember thinking to myself in October after we announced, like, holy cow, next Halloween we're gonna have this little baby, and I can't wait to dress him up and go trick-or-treating, even though he's not gonna know what's going on. But
Yeah,
you know,
but still.
I'm a huge thing on my family, you know, love hanging out with my family, so it's weird how fast it goes, just super fast.
Yeah.
Super fast.
And people are saying they're like, you'll get through this hard time because the newborn stage is tough, you know, because it's just so demanding. You're just exhausted. You know, me trying to finish school, doing all that stuff. And I didn't get a maternity break. I went back to work almost immediately, back to nights. And
yeah, you had a week, I think, with us.
Yeah.
But that week was mostly spent, like, studying and stuff like that.
I want to say I took a week off for the finals week, but it was ended up being delivery, you know, and then a week after that. You know, it was tough. And like the whole first half of pregnancy, we were so distant because I was just so in school. You know, I was 5 days a week in school, and it was tough.
Yeah,
you know, trying to get done.
But and I was home, so I didn't really get to see you that much.
Yeah,
you
but
know?
we got through it. You know, we're done. You know, I was just like thinking about it now. I'm like, if I didn't suck it up and try to take out those classes, I'd be in school right now.
Still,
I'd be in this would be my last semester. It wasn't worth it. I'm done.
I told you to push through, though. I said, don't worry about me. I'll be fine. And there were those nights you came, you know, on the weekends, and you would study while I slept, basically.
I'd just be up all night. I was just talking to someone about it. I was like, when you were in like your first semester, you were so sleepy.
I was.
So I would just be doing homework on your little desk all night, doing all my projects, and
all I wanted was just you to be in the room. Like, that's all I wanted.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't even care if you were talking to me or not. I just wanted you in the room, just right there by me.
Yeah.
And yeah, that was horrible. Like, the first and third trimesters are rough.
Yeah.
Second trimester,
smooth sailing.
Smooth sailing.
We were
like,
everywhere. At the auto show. We were going everywhere.
In a bag. You know, it was so easy. And then, you hit, like, I think it's after 30 weeks. And you're like, man, we only have 10 weeks to go, if that.
Right. Which ended up being earlier for us.
Your feet swell.
Yeah.
You
were
get all huge.
Swollen.
Yeah, it was.
You got swollen.
Big. It's shocking. It's shocking. Before my pregnancy, I weighed 110.
Yeah.
And then, you know, right after I gave birth to him, right before I gave birth to him, I was 158, you know, 160.
Yeah.
So I was like, holy cow.
Yeah.
You know, now I'm back down to, I think, like 128 right now. Not where I want to be, but definitely.
But still, you're still in recovery. Come on. It's only been 4 months.
Well, they say it takes 9 months to, like, have a baby. So you got to give yourself 9 months after to kind of get your body back.
So you got 5 months to hurry up. No, just kidding.
Yeah, right.
To hit it hard.
Well, we've been going to the gym and stuff, so.
And we'll be eating way healthy.
Yeah, we've been eating good.
Which has been awesome, which I love. You know. But today, Jersey Mike's wasn't bad. That was pretty good. You know.
That was really good.
But remember when we went to the lake and we had Sonic? I'm still thinking about how shitty that was.
Maybe that's what it was that made me sick.
That's true.
That was twice that week, and we ended up eating out, and we haven't eaten out in so long.
Yeah, I can't handle the grease. That pizza was so greasy. It was delicious.
Yeah, I got sick. Oh.
But just
all I kept thinking to myself is, oh, please, Mom, just keep sleeping, keep sleeping. You know.
But young babies came in, changed their lives, and we're super stoked to do some fun stuff with them. You know, and it's hard to keep these updates, but now we're gonna be way more into it. Now that let's talk moving to the next thing, our new apartment. Look at this.
Yeah.
We're grown-ups. So
my little podcast studio / my office.
Yes, that's why we got the
second. It's supposed to be Maverick's room, but
no, sorry, little man. Things gotta wait. No, he's still in his crib, and the crib fits perfectly in our room.
Yeah, it does.
So what are we gonna do with this wasted space? We're gonna podcast studio / your office.
Not getting a TV.
Oh, we don't need to get one. We already have one, babe. I'm just gonna move it in here.
No.
Trust me. Right now, we could be showing cool stuff. I'm trying to convince some guys.
No.
It's the next thing I need.
No.
It's a podcast studio.
I was thinking maybe a futon could go over there.
No.
See,
that's gonna clog up my studio.
See, guys.
I actually want to get a bigger table. Do you think we're sitting too close together?
No.
Is it nice? What if we had one more person?
I like looking into your eyes.
Oh, honey. That's funny. But yeah, guys, we're in our own apartment. It's nice. It's in Moore Park. We found ourselves back in Moore Park. Yeah, we have a lot of neighbors, though.
That was an adventure.
Yeah,
right?
Trying to figure out where the hell to live, when to live, what we needed. 1 versus 2 bedroom. Could we squeeze a 1 bedroom? Touring every place around here to find out they have no vacancy. My God. So I don't know how we came across this place, but it's nice. I really like it.
Well, and the layout we're in, we actually didn't even No, we didn't even get to see it.
Yeah, but you didn't want it at first. You wanted the bedrooms across from each other.
I did.
And then
we went and looked at it, and I was like, oh, no.
Can you imagine us in that right now?
No.
That'd be tough.
No, I'm really glad we got this one.
Yeah.
Because the layout with this one, we have a hall. The layout with that one is you didn't have a hall. Basically, what I didn't like about that one was that the master bedroom door was literally the living room.
Yeah.
So you open that door and that's like your master. I like how you walk down the hall. I didn't want our guests to be like, oh, is this the bathroom? And open our door.
Yeah.
Our room, I'm not going to lie, our room's a little messy right now. So
we just got back from a trip. Young baby. Been to the lake house a couple times now.
Yeah.
Chilling beachside. A little down, He's been shit, man. It's a savage, dude. Let me tell you guys.
So yeah, this one we didn't even want / see. So we took a huge risk on jumping on it. Plus the deals they had going on, and we got a wall painted for free, and
they waived all the application fees.
Waived all application fees. We got $200 off our or
half off our what's called security deposit. So we just got lucky, and then we just made the move in one shot. And it was a lot to move. I didn't think we had this much shit.
I didn't think so either. Actually, when we were moving more stuff today, I was like,
I know. Where's all this going to go?
What are we going to do?
I'm thinking when we leave this place, we just leave everything in here.
Okay. Sure.
So hopefully in a year, when our lease is up, we sideline right into a little casa. It'd be nice.
It'd be nice.
Right? Next step up. 4 bedroom. Have that second or that extra room for a straight podcast studio. Your office can go in the hall, honey.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
I'm going to put it right in the room. That way it's 6 a.m.
No, honey.
I'm saying
phone ringing and shit.
Yeah. Kidding.
Oh, God.
This is Shaenah. How can I help you?
Your customer service voice. It's funny, but seriously, I think this worked out great. It's been a very hectic 4 months. It's been a hectic year. So much shit has happened.
Yeah.
It's been unbelievable.
So. We were even talking about it today while we were, eating dinner, that a year ago we were sitting on your parents' couch eating Taco Bell, watching Forged in Fire.
No, what was about to happen.
We had no idea what was going on. We had no idea the next day we were about to find out we were going to be having a little one on the way. And that was tough. That was a shock. I think that kind of really shocked us.
Yeah. Well, shock anyone.
We really contemplated on what our choices were, and yeah, crazy, just crazy. What a year can do. You always think that, what's going to happen this year, and you don't really think, nothing. But yeah, that's this past year. It's
been one for the books. I don't think we could ever top it. That's the thing. So much shit has happened we can't talk about. That, we don't know if we could top that. But now, look at us sitting pretty, 11:15 in our own place. I'm just barbecuing on a patio. My boxers. Shit, guys. Howdy, neighbor. It is comfortable. I'm going to be comfortable.
It's so true. Howdy, neighbor.
Yeah.
It's true. Some mornings I just come out. I sleep in your t-shirt and I just come out.
It's only us. That's fine.
Make my coffee and sit right at my desk.
Yeah. I know. It's been super nice, and it just feels good to have our own place. It's kind of sad that we might not be here in a year, that we have to move again, because I feel like we're establishing so many memories here with him, little baby,
Yeah, I know that it's going to be hard. But then again,
so
I want a place that has a backyard. I want,
community pool or
community
something like that.
Pool. The pool here, just so crowded all the time.
Always crowded.
It's like you don't feel comfortable going.
That's what you get living in a complex, though.
It's true. It just scares me because he's still so young. I don't want him to get sick.
I know.
And so I try not to, I'm one of those parents. I'm super cautious
Good.
him.
I'm glad you are.
You know, I don't
Some
want
dirty
him to
ass
get
people
sick.
running around, you know?
Yeah, you know.
He's an innocent little angel.
Just like, you know, Kylie, she got lice in our community pool.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
know, it scares the crap out of me. I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? And yes, lice can live in pools, by the way.
It's so gross.
Disgusting.
That's
My gosh.
pushing for a little casa for us, and it'd be
It
awesome.
would be nice.
You know, and that way we can create the memories and things like that. Because I was today with the storage unit, and I was like, oh man, I wish we could pull these villages out. We got no room for them.
I know, I was thinking that too. I saw the tubs, and I'm like,
Stuff like
And I
that.
saw our Christmas tree, and I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
but I want to kind of get a bigger one.
No, but honey, that is not gonna be. We're in an apartment, honey.
But it's so small.
It's okay. So,
No, it'll be fun.
but yeah, I think this is a good update. Keep people in the loop if they care. They might not. Either way, I'm sure
Well,
lots of our friends and
I
family
think
care.
you have a follower, so
A couple followers.
mm-hmm.
We've been doing good.
I'm
Getting
sure
some.
they're going to be very intrigued by this podcast.
Yeah, well, shit, we're getting some good traction now, and lots of good feedback from the last few. But I have so many more guests I need to come on. The one thing I was thinking about was like, do I want to have everyone come to my house? You know, guests.
Well, lately you've been doing a lot of good friends,
Right.
and they have really great stories, you know, so maybe just stick there. I mean,
But like some local business owners and stuff like that around here, promote their whatever they have in Moore Park, you know. But maybe I go to their store one day. So I'll figure it out.
yeah, you'll make it work.
You know, for sure.
You're super creative, so.
So hopefully on the next update I'll have my TV in here.
No,
So stop, honey.
No, you will not.
I don't get what the big deal is.
Because it's not necessary.
It is, and I can play clips and
play it on your laptop.
But I got
Your laptop looks like a TV all on its own. So.
All right. See, she's the boss. All right, guys. Well, anything you want to say, love?
I think we covered it.
Yep, pretty much. I mean, just so we could go way more in depth on the whole birth thing.
Oh yeah.
You know, I mean, we just skimmed over it. We didn't talk about like the rushing in at midnight and remember all that shit and
The what?
them rushing in at midnight because it's heart rate and just there's
Oh,
so
yeah.
much shit we can dive into.
There's so much. Well,
So.
if anybody wants to know more, DM us.
Yeah, for sure. Let us know. We'll do
Let
a
us
full
know.
coverage. Maybe we'll do like a review on the hospital or something. We could do. You know,
Oh, don't get me started on that.
I know.
Let's
See, that's what
not
I'm
do
saying.
that.
So
But yeah, I mean, if anybody else wants to, or if they even care, wants us to go in depth about his birth, or what our experiences are, what it's like having a newborn, you know, that's totally, you know, new thing that we could talk
you need
about.
to update your website too.
What?
Your blog.
My blog?
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
It just, for me, it's like you said, I do 95% of the work. So when can I find that time?
I know.
And his naps lately have been off. You know, sometimes he sleeps 2.5 hours. Sometimes he sleeps 30 minutes.
Yeah.
So it's like
It's hard
finding
to
the
time. When
finding
you got
the
that
time
30
to time
minutes,
it.
we got to maximize it, you
Yeah.
know.
But I agree. I do. It is something I've actually been thinking about and wanting to get back into. It's just finding the time.
Yeah. Which we will. It's going to get easier.
Yeah.
You know, we just moved a month ago. We're finally settling in. We haven't even unpacked everything.
We still need to settle in. We got a lot to do still. So
Yes.
stay tuned.
So, for sure, guys. Well, thanks for listening to the Adaptive Minds podcast, and we will talk to you guys soon.
I know the book.